Hi guys, it's Al from ReadWriteScribble and I want to apologise for not making any videos. It's been a while since I've sat in front of this camera, so I apologise for the state of this. This is a book haul video. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who is still following me. I post daily on Instagram if you want to check that out below, but I haven't made a video in quite some time. I have had an exam, and it is an exam that I need for university. It's part of how I'm going to get there, and it decides whether I go or not, and it was very important, so I had to kind of drop everything and work full-time, which was hard, but my exam was a few days ago, and to treat myself, I may have gone a little bit overboard and ordered like 13 books, and bought 13 books, and I didn't realise I had bought and ordered 13 books until I counted them like 10 seconds before this video, and I was like, yeah, you have a problem. And a lot of my friends who don't work with me at the bookshop, they don't get it, but when you work with books all day and you get a discount on books because you work there, you accrue quite a lot of books and you get excited for the new releases. Even if you're not in that fandom, you're like, yes! And you buy it anyway. Like, it's a bad thing. So let's get started. I'm going to shut up now. Second thing, before I start, yeah, I'm going to start soon, I promise, is I have redone my bookshelf. A lot of the books, it looks quite empty, are the ones that I'm about to show you in this haul. But behind me I have done them face out and across, as it was asked if I'd do a bookshelf tour, but I wasn't happy with the way my bookshelf looked before, so I've just redone it, so that will be the next video. So I promise that I will be posting more regularly as asked by you guys. So let's get started. So the first book that I bought, I'm going to stop numbering them there, like I started like, so the first book, we all know I can't count. So this is Highly Illogical Behaviour, and this is by John Corey Whaley. I saw a review of this on BookTube. Like, I have been keeping up with you guys, I just haven't been posting. And it just sounds so interesting even. But I really love mental health books that have that sort of thing going on. Although sad, and some of them have a lot of black comedy in them, I just love them. I mean, my favourite book is about mental health. There's like two of my favourite books. So I love these books. I think they're great, and I think the message is just something that needs to be portrayed and told more. So I get really excited when I find a book that is kind of like my favourite book. So I can't wait to get into this one. The next one is Mr. Pembra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Now, this book was a bitch to get hold of. Like, I went to my 3 local bookshops, which are 46 miles away from my house, because I live in a field. So I get there, no one had it. So I kept going in, it's been like a year now, and they had it. So I had to buy it, and it's one of those floppy books, which I love, because it doesn't break the spine, because I read my books like this. But it doesn't break the spine, and this is like a crime book, I believe. Like, it's counted as crime, but it's about a guy who quits his job in the recession and gets a job and does the night shifts at this guy's 24-hour bookstore, and he realizes that it's a very curious bookshop. Now, that just sounds like good fun, and it's in a bookshop, so what's not to love? The next one is like middle grade books. I mean, Harry Potter is a middle grade book. It doesn't mean that at 20 years old that I can't read it. This is The House on Hummingbird Island by Sam Angus. And I believe he wrote that best-selling book, what's it called? Soldier Dog, which was awesome. And this is about a girl who's 12, and she inherits this big house on this island, and she gets all these awesome, like, pets, and gets all these exotic pets. And then she decides to look around the house, and she realizes it has a lot of secrets that need to be uncovered. So I guess that's what she does. I found this at work, and I just thought it looked awesome, and the cover is lovely. Like, it's not a reason to buy a book, but it is lovely. So I bought it. Guilty as charged. The next one I have already read, and it's Animal Farm by George Orwell. Someone I am very close to, this is his favourite book, and I didn't do it for GCSE. I mean, I did Of Mice and Men, and I hated them all. When you do stuff for GCSE, whether it is a good book or not, you are going to hate it by the end of it. So I'm going to go back and reread Of Mice and Men, because I loved Animal Farm. Like, I didn't read it for GCSE, as I said, but I had that stigma of, ugh, GCSE book. But I think this is a book that everyone should read, and it's not even a big book, so it takes like a few hours to read, but it has some very good, deep, strong meanings, and obviously there's some politics in there, and you find yourself thinking, oh my god, that still applies to this day, like our days now, and like it did happen, but then obviously it's about animals too. So it's awesome. I really liked this book. It took me ages to get into it, and I had to keep thinking about the politics behind it, but I really loved it, and I think I rated it like 3 out of 5 stars. The next thing is Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. I don't know. And this is about a Chinese girl in 1970s small town Ohio, and I believe they're like Chinese Americans, and they have moved there, or they were living there, something, yeah. And their favourite daughter, or their only daughter, I believe, is found dead in a lake. And I guess this is about the story behind that, or before that. But I've heard some very good things about this book, and I don't know a lot about it, so I apologise. That was an awful description. I apologise. See? Disclaimer, I don't know. But it's got very high ratings, so I am pretty chuffed that I got hold of this. This was another one that was really hard to find. That's what I love about living in the middle of nowhere. The next 3 are the Particular Children series. Miss Peregrine. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. It's really funny because one of my friends, he was like, so what are you reading? And this is another one of his favourite books, and I'm like, yeah, Miss Particular Children #1. Because I physically cannot say it, I've tried so hard. But yes, I am 240 pages into the first one, but I decided to get the next 2. Everybody knows I'm incredibly bad at reading series, but these are just quite short, they're quite enjoyable. And I'd never really read books with pictures in them before since I was a kid, but the pictures just really like help you picture like the kids, the particular children. They're awesome, and you almost feel like you know them, and it's just really awesome. So obviously I wanted like a full set. I didn't go for the hardbacks in these because they're really heavy, but some of these books in these hauls are now hardbacks, which means hardbacks are my new thing. So the next one, I don't know if you guys remember, but John Green did stories with other people at Christmas time to the Christmas themes. I think it was 12 short stories at Christmas. But another one has been done, and it's 12 summer romances, summer days and summer nights, edited by Stephanie Perkins. And it's so pretty. I was like one of the first people to get this, and I was so chuffed. Got a mark on it. I'm in the 3rd story in, loving it so far, and it's got quite a lot of well-known authors. Lee Bergado even. Can't speak this morning. Francesca LeBlanc, Libabray, Cassandra Clare, can't pronounce any of your names, Stephanie Perkins. I'm so bad at pronouncing people's names, especially if they're not English. It just blows my mind. So, this is awesome. Like, I just think that's such a nice thing. I'm using this as like a bedtime book. Like, I'm reading like 1 a night or 1 every other night. I'm in the 3rd one in. I believe the first one I enjoyed, but I think the second one is at the moment my all-time favourite. So if you want to follow my notes on this, it's on Goodreads. I just want everyone to read this. I don't know, I just love it. I think I'm enjoying just reading it and not having to like read it to finish it. It's a new concept for me, and it's hardback. Yay. The next 3 complete my series of Harry Potter. Now, I have the old Harry Potters. I have 3 first editions of the first book, 2nd, 3rd, and a 4th. But they've now brought out new covers, and they're quite expensive, and I don't like the new covers. So I purchased the last 3. They're really heavy. Like, I think I underestimated my strength there. The last 3. I just love these covers. Like, a lot more than the new ones, which wouldn't have stopped me buying them. But considering the bigger ones I all have in hardback, so I decided that I would get these in hardback. But I don't think I estimated, like, how heavy these are. So I don't really own a lot of hardbacks because of that, but I think they look so much nicer on a shelf at the moment. And the next one just arrived 10 minutes before I decided to record this video. Felt like everything should make that noise. This is a mystery one. I ordered it, I know what it is, but I ordered it for the cover, the old cover, and I'm going to be pretty miffed if it's not the cover that is shown on Amazon. But it is. It's in mediocre condition. Like the Harry Potters, I know they're not new because they're the old covers, and the same goes with Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I just thought this cover's nicer than one with a girl's face on it, and I think the hardbacks just look nicer. I mean, what's it look like without the dust jacket? It's just a normal cover, so I basically just paid like a ridiculous amount for a dust jacket. And it's not new, but I still really like it. I just think it's a lot nicer. And we have the other ones in hardback at work, so I can just get them from there. But I've been wanting to read this book for a really long time, so I'm quite glad I got my hands on it. But it's still in mediocre condition. And it's just pretty. Man, it's just pretty. I literally paid like £3 for this, so no complaints on my end. And the best part of, like, I finished my exam and I went on eBay and I bought the rest of those Harry Potters for £5. That's ridiculous. So sometimes I think it's better to wait. Like, I waited for a lot of these books that I bought in this haul so I could get them on, like, buy one, get one half price and stuff, because I'm quite stingy. Like, I buy a lot of books, but I am stingy with my buying. But apart from that, I have had some long months of studying, and I'm so glad it's over. So I've had a lot of time to read. This is my first, like, full week where I haven't been studying. Sadly, I'm still at work till the end of July, until I go part-time. But I don't know what's going to happen with my university, but I'm hoping that I will be attending this year. But if not, I'm going to be looking into English literature courses and publications courses near me. I really want to stay in Oxford, so that is what I hope to plan to do. I will link all my social medias down below. As requested, a lot of you are like, what should I get? Like, a lot of messages saying, what is your Instagram? So I'm just gonna put it down below. I believe it is ReadWriteScribble. And then there's a picture of me holding Illuminate, like, with glasses, like, not like that, I'm more like, I don't know why I'd be doing that. So yeah, my Twitter is ReadScribble because they wouldn't let me have the word right in it for some reason. I tweet too much. I'm guilty of the Goodreads tweeting and the tweeting and all means of that at the moment. But I love hearing from you guys, and I love finding out that people live near me, and I've left out a book. But we will have this book in another book haul. It's just come to me as I'm doing it. I'm like, no, I am not pausing this camera because this video is long enough. You all guys have lives. You all guys have to read. You guys. Y'all have to read. Y'all. Y'all is the best word in the world. Y'all. So, hope you all have a good day.